Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome back to the Affirmations Oasis podcast. I am your girl, the self love goddess chick, and we're going to just jump right in. Yesterday, we spoke about how to overcome fear. Today, we're going to talk about how to overcome anxiety through affirmations, manifestations, and mantras. Now, what if anxiety was not your energy? What if it was a signal asking you to take your power back? Anxiety, like fear, is loud, but it's not in control. Did you know that your brain cannot fully distinguish between something vividly imagined and something actually happening? Which means that the same mind that spirals worst case scenarios can also train the brain to reverse peace. Anxiety is not a prophecy, it's a pattern. I used to carry anxiety around like a second heartbeat. Every notification felt urgent. Every silence felt suspicious. Every delay felt like a disaster. If I had a good day, I would literally brace myself for something to go wrong. Fear and anxiety controlled my life for a time. I was in straight survival mode. And one day I decided to do an experiment. Instead of asking what if this goes wrong, I began to ask what if this works out. Nothing outside of me changed immediately, but inside the storm began to lose authority. Let me tell you another moment, one that changed the way I understood my own anxiety. There was a season where I kept waking up, my heartbeat would be racing, literally, before I even got out of bed. I was not in danger, there was no crisis, just my body reacting to memories my mind hadn't processed yet. And one day I sat outside my car, outside of work. I'm good for sitting in the car for to get myself regulated, whether I'm going to work or before I come in the house. I sit in the car. So my hands were gripping the steering wheel. I'm trying to breathe through, trying to breathe through a wave of panic that felt like it just came out of nowhere. And I remember whispering, why is this happening to me? I'm not even in danger. Why am I battling anxiety? And then something clicked. My anxiety wasn't a warning about my present, it was echoing the past. It was replaying old fear on a new day. So instead of forcing myself out of the car, I placed my hand over my heart and I said, I know you're scared, but you are not there anymore. And my anxiety softened, not because life got easier, but because I stopped treating my fear like it was an enemy and I started treating it like a younger version of me asking for reassurance. And that moment taught me that fear is not always a sign of danger. Sometimes it's a sign of healing, a sign that your body is finally ready to release what it once had to hold. And if you've ever felt like that, that sudden wave, that unexpected panic, I want you to know that you are not failing. You are not broken. You are becoming aware. And awareness is the first step toward mastery. Anxiety convinces you that something is wrong right now, even when you are safe. It lives in the future. It feeds on the what ifs. It rehearses, excuse me, it rehearses disaster. But here's the truth. You are not required to believe every thought that enters your mind. Anxiety is a habit of projection, and habits can be retrained through affirmations, manifestations, through mantras. Of course, they're not magic words, but it's a mental discipline, not as denial, but as redirection. You do not overcome anxiety by fighting it. You overcome anxiety by retraining your responses to it. And today, we're going to get practical. I've come up with 7 tangible steps to overcome anxiety. And these are not fluffy ideas, these are actionable tools. It's nothing mind blowing, but they actually work. Number one, you're going to interrupt the thought immediately. I had to go to therapy to get this, y'all. I was in therapy years ago, and when she told me this tool, I really did not think it was going to work, but it almost worked immediately. When anxiety says, what if it's wrong? You say, what if it's right? You must challenge that script in real time. Do not even let the sentence finish. Okay, even if you have to redirect, pay attention to noises in the background. Pay attention to the anything. Pay attention to something outside of yourself and capture the moment. Pull yourself together, center yourself, and interrupt that thought immediately. Try that. It absolutely works. The second one is to create an emergency affirmation. Have them on deck, y'all. Write one short affirmation you can repeat when you're under stress. Something like, I'm safe in this moment. I can handle whatever comes today. My mind does not control me. And a key to this is repeating it out loud, not in your head, out loud. It's very important because your voice carries authority. Now, the third one, simple, but it works. It's called the 4-4-6 method. You inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, and you exhale for 6 seconds. And I do this for myself. I did it with my children. Were coming up and they would get, upset and crying or overwhelmed. Breathe. Something so simple, but oh my gosh, it works. The fourth one is you're going to manifest safety, not just success. Most people manifest outcomes, but anxious people need to manifest emotional states. So instead of visualizing winning, visualize yourself calm. See yourself walking in that room steady. See yourself handling conflict without shaking. See yourself breathing without discomfort. Rehearse peace. And then it's going to come like second nature. Now, mantras are shorter than affirmations because they anchor you. An example would be, this moment is temporary. I am safe. I respond. I don't react. Peace is my baseline. Repeat it while you're driving, while you're showering, while you're walking. Consistency rewires the brain. And it does become like second nature. You catch yourself as soon as you have that negative thought. The next one is reduce stimulation. Anxiety feeds on overload. Sometimes you got to just stop scrolling. Don't drink so much coffee. Put the Red Bull down. You don't need it. Stop watching the news. Y'all know what's going on in this day and age. Get rid of the noise. Get rid of excess noise. Protect your mental input like it's sacred, because it is. The next one is move your body. You cannot calm your mind if your body is stagnant. Now, I personally need to work on this. Y'all know I'm in a situation where I can't get up and move like I want to. And I'm gonna tell you, one of the biggest things I ever took in life for granted was the ability to get up and walk and run and exercise. But walk, stretch, dance, whatever you have to do, whatever you can do, wave your arms around, sing at the top of your lungs. And anxiety is stored energy. Movement releases it. I gave y'all that tip yesterday. It works. Fear, anxiety, they like cousins. So this works for both. You got to speak directly to your anxiety. I don't care if people think you're crazy. We don't care what they think, right? Because this is about getting our stuff together mentally. So yes, speak to it. Thank you for trying to protect me, but I'm good. I'm safe. When you release, you're going to feel better. When you remove resistance, it loses its intensity. Now, I want you to do something for me. Not later, not tomorrow, right now. Wherever you are, whether you're sitting, standing, laying down, take a breath with me. Place your hand over your chest, over your heart, over your belly. Feel your body. Feel your presence. And repeat these affirmations after me. Let them land, let them settle, and let them become your new internal language. Repeat them out loud. And if you like to journal, you can jot these down and keep them with you whenever you need them. I am safe in this moment. My breath brings me back to myself. I release the stories that no longer serve me. Peace is my natural state. I am not my thoughts. I'm the one who observes them. My body knows how to return to calm. I trust myself to handle what comes. I choose presence over panic. I am learning, growing, and becoming stronger every day. I deserve a life that feels steady, grounded, and peaceful. Say them slowly, say them with intention. Say them like you are speaking to a version of yourself that needed to hear it years ago. Anxiety is unprocessed fear most of the time. Affirmations build neutral pathways, and manifestation retrains expectations. Mantras anchors repetition. You are not trying to erase anxiety, you are building authority over it. Your mind is programmable. Repetition is the code. Anxiety may visit, but it does not live here. You are not broken, you are becoming regulated. And every time you interrupt fear and anxiety with intention, you reclaim your power. This is your reminder. Calm is not weakness, it is mastery. Until next time, protect your peace, speak life over yourself, and remember, you are stronger than the storm inside you. Peace.